Joined by head coach Stephanie Flamini of Guilford College women's basketball. They were picked in the tie for 4th in this year's preseason poll. Coach, you've got a couple players to replace from last year, especially in the post. Talk to me about what you've seen in early season practice that makes you think you'll be able to replace that production this season.
Well, we're a little bit different team. Obviously, without two solid post players, we're going to be a lot more, well-rounded. I think the scoring on our team is coming from a lot of different people. We have a lot more depth in scoring. I think offense isn't going to be the problem this year. I think it's more defense. But it's going to be tough. You can't replace Gabby and Morgan. I mean, you can never replace them, but you just, it's like every year when you lose a great player, you really never replace them. You just find people who can step up and, do different things to help us get to our goal, and that's really what we're going to be doing.
When we talk about your returning players, who do you expect to stand out for this year, and what do you expect from them?
Well, I think Anise Weatherly showed a lot last year as a freshman. I think she's going to stand out. I think Jeanette Taylor's she's a senior, and she's come back better, and all my seniors have come back better. And all of our returners have come back better. So I think the 6 kids we have returning are going to stand out. But if you really look at some impact players, I think Anise, our transfers are going to have an impact. Jeanette and Brittany Drew, who are seniors. So, our seniors are going to lead us just like every other team, and how they go is how we will go. But we're lucky that we do have some depth and some experience with the transfers coming in. If we were all freshmen, it would be a little different. But so I think we have a good group of solid upperclassmen.
You started to allude to some of the new players you have coming into the program. What's a new name we could hear coming out of Quakers basketball this season?
Callie Kutea, she's a senior, and she's going to have an impact, definitely. And then Amy Steller is a transfer as well, and she's going to have an impact on our team. And then some of our freshmen, right now I'm not really sure who to talk about. They're all going to see time. It's just a matter of who's, coming along faster than others. But Lauren Ramsey, a local kid, has absolutely been incredible. Just a great, hard-nosed player. I think she's going to have a great year. And everyone else will just have to see how they come along. But I think everyone's going to have a lot of a chance to show what they can do.
When we take a look at the league as a whole, over the last several years, we've seen a greater presence for the ODAC in the national tournament, and the Quakers have been a part of that. Right. In the last 2 years, we've had 2 teams in each. Talk a little bit about what you see from the league this season, and in terms of parity, what you see also.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a solid year for everyone. Obviously, the top 4 or 5 teams are pretty good. I think Wesleyan's going to have a great year. EMU is going to be solid again. You got Lynchburg with all that height and all those kids' experience coming back, and they're going to obviously #1, and they deserve that. They're good, and Macon has a lot of kids back, and they were good. So it's just like every game. It's like every other year. You just have to be ready. And Randolph has a lot of kids back, and they were good last year. I just think it's just every game is going to be very competitive, and I think that's great for everyone. It's going to prepare us, whoever who gets to the tournament, in the NCAA tournament. It's going to prepare them well, and that's, I guess, what we're supposed to do, right?
Coach, thank you for joining us today. Good luck this season.
Thank you, JJ.